Dillian Whyte defeats Oscar Rivas on a 12-round unanimous decision. Scorecards were 2 judges scored at 115-112 and the third judge scored at 116-111. Dillian Whyte is now, for what it's worth, the interim WBC heavyweight champion. He's essentially mandatory for Deontay Wilder. Now the mandatory obviously won't be called until some stage next year, but Dillian Whyte now has that mandatory status, which he's been waiting for. Now, this was a good performance. I'm not going to lie, I only caught the kind of end of this fight because I'm not long in from the fights I was at down in Cork tonight, which were, going off topic, which were very good. It was a very good event. I had 2 friends on the card. It was mixed fortunes. My mate Craig won, done a good job against the journeyman. My other mate Owen, he got caught with a peach of an uppercut and was taken out in the second round. It's a shame. Back to this fight. I only caught the second half of it. Dillian Whyte was down in the 9th round, and Rivas, he showed that he is a good... Even though he's a short heavyweight and he is maybe a little bit too heavy for my liking, he is a very good front foot counter puncher. Very good jab. For such a small fighter, that jab he throws, it's like a piston. It's a very good, effective punch for Oscar Rivas. Oscar Rivas is a very good fighter. Dillian Whyte, he controlled this fight with his jab. The few kind of little things I picked up from was... there's still things that have always been there for Dillian Whyte in terms of, flaws, would be like the foot speed and the way he can be a bit crude with his punches, and obviously even against someone like an Oscar Rivas, he still kind of is very slow bringing his hands back, his left hand especially when he's bringing it back. And when I watch Dillian Whyte, I just think in my head, like if you're in there with Deontay Wilder, and even in the 12th round, which Rivas won, Dillian Whyte was just very tired, very plodding, was bringing his hands down low. And I know at the end of a fight, you're tired. The sharpness from both fighters won't be there, but as Deontay Wilder has shown us, he's still sharp in that 12th round. So whenever I see Dillian Whyte, I just think, he's improved, he's a good fighter, but he's not going to beat Deontay Wilder, in my opinion. I just don't see it. I don't see how a slow-footed heavyweight with a bit of a leaky defense can beat a Deontay Wilder. I just don't see it. Deontay Wilder, yes, he's got flaws, but he more than makes up for that in speed, punching power, and accuracy with the right hand. So Dillian Whyte is mandatory for Deontay Wilder. If and when that fight happens, I've got Deontay Wilder in that fight, definitely. But this was a good performance from Dillian Whyte against a very, very game, tricky opponent in Oscar Rivas. Oscar Rivas is a good heavyweight. He's a very good contender, and unlike Tom Schwartz, who was billed as, a top 10 contender, you could argue Oscar Rivas is a legit top 10 contender, and he would have made light work of Tom Schwartz, Oscar Rivas. So Oscar Rivas, it's a good win on Dillian Whyte's resume. I did think the Sky commentary team, they're known for being biased, but I did think they were a little bit too biased towards Dillian Whyte in this fight. Yes, the treatment the WBC have given Dillian Whyte is poor, definitely, but they said that for this guy to never be given a title shot, never had one, is ridiculous. Well, I have to stop there and say that he was offered the Anthony Joshua fight for April 13th. He did turn that down. Said the money wasn't right. Could have had an Anthony Joshua fight, so chuck that out the window, Sky. We know you're biased towards certain fighters, but get your facts right. I like it when it's kind of thrown down the middle. But yes, good performance from Dillian Whyte. Impressed with how he looked for the part I seen him. I only saw the last couple of rounds. But what I saw, yes, he looked good against Rivas, but what I saw, it wouldn't give me a lot of confidence that he could go and beat a Deontay Wilder. So it is what it is. But, good performance Dillian Whyte. Regards other things in this fight, his weight, very heavy. I think maybe he needs to kind of bring that weight down a bit, because he's already... people say, but he's more physical at that weight, and, he's stronger and this, that, and the other. Again, if he's looking to fight Deontay Wilder, I can see that weight being nothing but a hindrance. The foot speed, the stamina, because I think if he was lighter, he might be able to go and not gas as bad as he... You don't say gas is bad, but he does be very, very slow, and you can tell that there's not much left come the end of a fight. Whereas, again, someone like a Deontay Wilder or a Tyson Fury, they go that 12 rounds, no real problem. So, those are my thoughts on this. It was a good little fight. I'm going to try and catch up on the other 2 fights that happened tonight. Allen and Price, which Dave Allen lost. I've seen a lot of people say he was completely outboxed in that fight. Haven't seen it, going to watch it. And Artur Szpilka versus Derek Chisora. I heard Artur Szpilka got blitzed. To be honest with you, as soon as I heard Artur Szpilka weighed in 240, I said this fight's not going to end long. This fight's not going to go long, because Szpilka is not just a poor man's Alexander Usyk. He's a poor man who other poor men, are glad they aren't. That's the best way to describe it. He is just He's definitely a poor man's Usyk, and that's putting it mildly. He needs to be in the low 220s and he's in the 240s. He was never going to get out of the way of any of Chisora's shots. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for you, and as always, I will talk to you after.